About the postseason in football, huh?
Just a little bit. Vick out of the shotgun. He fires, and the catch is made by Roddy White.
Ooh, they gave him a bad spot. Give it to him short of the first down here.
Just short. 8 yards for White with under 5 minutes remaining, third quarter.
Have a little time for Kenny Duckett to come into the game. You know, that DVD offense of Dunn, Vick, and Duckett. I think it's time for your 255-pound back to get in there. He was stopped short last week on a 3rd and 1 and a 4th and 1. But this is his territory.
Duckett in the game, 3rd and short. It's Vick on the keeper, and he looks to have the Falcons first down.
Yeah. Didn't get a chance to give it to T.J. Duckett there. Just Vick with the quarterback sneak.
The Falcons now at 99 yards rushing for the game. They're the only team in the NFL that has rushed for at least 100 yards in every game this season.
And lead the league, averaging just under 170 yards a game.
Duckett remains in the backfield along with Fred McCrary. From the 22. Vick off his back foot. And the pass is caught by McCrary, his 3rd catch of the year, the 9-year veteran out of Mississippi State. And he's brought down by Jermaine Phillips.
And I think the Falcons have a lot of the same concerns that the Bucs have in offense right now, that their offensive line really can't hold up against a very good pass rushing defensive line of Tampa Bay. And right now, I remember the first quarter we're talking about Vick hucking the ball. He hasn't hucked it since. I mean, he's just, right now, he's just getting the ball out of his hands as quickly as he possibly can.
Only 80 yards in the air for Vick, 12 of 17. 2nd and 10, Vick. He hesitated and is tackled by Ryan Neese at the 24, gain of only 2.
You know, Tampa Bay has great speed on defense, but Mike Vick here, he's got exactly what he wants. He's got the defensive end running inside. Now here's Ryan Neese. There's a time when Mike Vick thought he would just outrun anybody in this league. And right here, Ryan Neese made him stop and cut back inside.
I was surprised he hesitated.
Yeah, he'd hesitate. He never used to hesitate.
3rd down and 7. Falcons have to get to the 32 for a first. 3 receivers. Vick from the shotgun. He steps up. He throws, and it's incomplete. Pass intended for Roddy White, deflected off his fingertips.
Yeah, you like to see your starting wide receiver make that catch. Not a perfect throw, but still on the hands here. Mike Vick steps up and pressures the pocket. No, it's not an easy catch, but it was there. Not as accurate as you want it. Mike Vick steps up and throws. He says he's not the most accurate guy when he does that. Still, you'd like to see a little better response from your receiver.
Michael Kanan punting to Mark Jones. Backpedals to the 23. Breaks 1 tackle.
This is some performance by the Atlanta Falcons special teams all day long.
Ike Reese getting downfield. That's why he went to the Pro Bowl last year as a special teamer.
Ted Ferguson, Bud Light Daredevil. Today for Bud Light, I'll attempt my most difficult stunt so far. I will stay 2 full minutes past 5 on a Friday.
Hey, Ted.
See you, Jadis. Hey, time! Get him up. Ted, get down. Ted, can you hear me? I need a Bud Light. Why don't you give up on me, Ted?
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
Put that on my review. Oh, yeah.
Soto and Partners.
McPhee and Associates.
This is Al.
King Brokers.
Hello.
Hi.
Now with free incoming plans from Sprint Business, it's easier to say yes when customers call. And with our buy one, get one free deal, you and your company can say yes. Sprint Business gives you free incoming calls from all phones, all networks, all the time. So you can make just about any place a workplace. Call 877-63-SPRINT or visit a Sprint or Nextel store today. Sprint Business. Yes, you can.
The clock is ticking down to the biggest television event of the new year. No! Starting Sunday, January 15th.
Who are you? Someone who's not supposed to still be alive.
2 nights.
I am the First Lady.
I want this handled.
I had the proof.
4 hours.
My son is in there.
I am so sorry that I got you involved in this.
Do you know he still loves you?
And the first 10 minutes will change everything. 24, the 2-night premiere event begins Sunday, January 15th on Fox.
Three touchdowns for Santana Moss today. 2 from Mark Brunell, 1 from Patrick Ramsey. Redskins lead the Giants by 11. Cowboys over the Panthers. The Buccaneers would clinch a playoff spot today with a win and losses by both Dallas and Washington. But the Redskins have that 11-point lead. Now the Bucs go to work from their own 18-yard line as Cadillac spins out to the 20. Gain of 2.
Kenyatta Walker back in there at offensive line for Tampa Bay, and for Atlanta, all kinds of shuffles in the secondary. That's Brian Scott there. He's back at safety right now. Got Amari Lowe in at corner for D'Angelo Hall. Constantine Ritzman right now starting at defensive end. Guy they just picked up from Buffalo's practice squad. Guy that was born in Germany and played at the University of Tennessee.
Went to high school his senior year as an exchange student here in the state of Florida. 2nd down and 8. Williams. And he's bottled up after game just 1 by Patrick Kearney.
And you're getting boos here from the fans at Raymond James Stadiums, and I understand why. But they're so conservative right now. And the fact is, they've got all these backups in the Atlanta Falcons secondary right now. Amari Lowe, all these different guys, and they can't attack them because the defensive front of the Falcons are controlling this football game, and they're winning the battle against Tampa's offensive line.
Now Galloway split left, Hilliard split right. 3rd down and 7. Sims under pressure from Rod Coleman. Down he goes.
There you go.
Coleman with the sack. He now has 10.5 as we send it west once again to Terry Bradshaw in Los Angeles.
Thank you, Kenny. After Jake Delhomme fumbled, it was recovered by Steve Smith, picks it up, runs out of bounds, tackled by Newman, and then Roy Williams gets a hand on him. Smith gets up. Steve Smith puts his hand on the line judge, Mark Steinkirchner. Flag comes out, and Smith is ejected from this football game. A close one, 17-13. Dallas on top of Carolina. Back to Kenny and Brian.
Wow, so Steve Smith ejected from that Cowboys-Panthers game. This punt taken back to the 41-yard line by DeAndre Cobb. 7-yard return, only a 38-yard punt.
Kenny, once again, the Falcons defensive line controlling this game. Watch Rod Coleman on the last 3rd down play right here. He's got a one-on-one block with Dan Benning right there and Anthony Davis, and together, the two of them, can't control Rod Coleman. Another Pro Bowl player stepping up for Atlanta here today. And there's Chris Sims trying to get the ball out of his hands, trying to read a defense, find the open receiver. Right now, Tampa Bay's offense can't function for the 2nd week in a row. They couldn't against New England last week, and they aren't here today against Atlanta.
Shut out by the Patriots last weekend. T.J. Duckett picks up 2 on the final play of the 3rd quarter. No scoring in the quarter. As we head to the 4th, the Falcons on the road with a 3-point lead over the Bucs.
Delhomme, he's been able to make a lot of plays here today, throwing the ball down the field. He's got 190 yards on only 7 completions, but on this one, not a good decision. There are 3 defenders down there on the play, and Roy Williams makes a heck of an athletic catch to intercept that ball. But they're trying to go down the field to Ricky Prohl. And Dallas, even with Steve Smith out of the game, they have continued to play coverage.
Looked like the right ankle of Roy Williams got rolled over a little bit, hobbling around on the sideline as the handoff is to Julius Jones. And Jones will take it out to the 18-yard line again.
Headset, free music tones, game demos, and wallpapers. Get the free jam pack with the Nokia 6255i with MP3 player, camera, video, and Bluetooth at our lowest price ever. A jam pack phone from Alltel? What's not to love?
Millions of people have joined the Ford family, and now we're making it even easier for you to join. Introducing Keep It Simple pricing. The price you see is the price you'll get. And it's a great price, like $17,021 on a new 2006 Ford Ranger. That's a total savings of $3,244 off the MSRP. Or lease it for $199 a month for 36 months. Keep it simple pricing. Simply incredible deals. Only at your local Southern Ford dealer today.
Share the spirit of the season. Log on to WTVT.com for a list of charities that need your help.
When I look at the stars, when I look at the stars, I feel like myself. When I look at the stars, I see someone.
Tampa Bay Bucks back at home for the first time in 4 weeks. Played their last 3 on the road. They trail by 3 as we start this 4th quarter. Falcons leading 17-14 as Vic fires to the end zone. Incomplete.
Vic just thought he had his first 3-touchdown game of his career. And it was a beautiful throw. Dropped by Roddy White in the end zone. And this isn't a huck. This is, tell you. Got to be able to possess that ball all the way to the ground here. Different rules in the end zone than in the field. All he has to remember that touchdown catch by Butch Johnson from the Cowboys in the Super Bowl where he caught the ball and then he rolled to the ground and the ball came out. But right there, I tell you, it looked like he pulled that ball into his body. This may be Mike Vick's first 3-touchdown game.
It's worth a challenge by Jim Mora.
Brown can't cause a fumble.
The call on the field was an incomplete pass, so if Jim Mora challenges this, Bill Levy would have to...
Atlanta's challenging the ruling on the field that it was an incomplete pass.
There must
review
be
the play.
Indisputable visual evidence that it was, in fact, a legal catch in the end zone by Roddy White. We'll find out when we return.
The Chevy Red.
Man, now that's a tall order for a rookie, and it doesn't matter that it's his 15th game to start. And you're going up against one of the premier pass rushers in Julius Peppers. That's difficult to block him one-on-one.
Again, Bill Parcells, Sean Payton, they stay conservative on 3rd and long. They hand to Barber. Barber gets it up to the 30. And Matt McBriar, the beleaguered punter of the Dallas Cowboys, comes back onto the field.
And I think the fact, and we've pointed it out throughout this game on 3rd and long, that the Cowboys...
Killer Cure.
Create your own holiday feast.
This holiday, there are more gifts to give at Best Buy. This is history in the making.
Drop that old school.
Yeah, boy. That's what I'm talking about right there. I see you, little man. Yeah. Okay.
This Fox NFL special is sponsored by Chevrolet, an American Revolution. By Best Buy, thousands of possibilities, get yours. By the LeBrons and Nike. And by Miller, there's good enough and there's better than it has to be. Miller, good call.
Bill Levy is ready. It will either be a touchdown or third down and 8.
The play, although the receiver possessed the ball and got 2 feet down. He was going to the ground on his own. He lost the ball when he hit the ground in the end zone. It's an incomplete pass. Atlanta will be charged, their first time out, and their last challenge.
I guess it's the whole possession thing here. No question. He got both feet in. Right, left foot is in the end zone. Right foot in the end zone. He's now pulled the ball into his body here. I mean, you don't have to. That ball could come loose right there in the end zone. Not like the regular field.
That's the second challenge today involving Roddy White.
Yeah.
So a 3rd down and 8 from the Bucs 39. Vick in trouble. Down he goes. Dexter Jackson, the MVP of Super Bowl 37, with the sack, and Vick is shaken up.
Watch, they actually dropped Simeon Rice into coverage here this time, their best pass rusher, and bring the safety from the other side. A little bit of Monty Kiffin deception. Watch Simeon Rice going to drop here, and then here comes Dexter Jackson. I thought that sometimes that's a penalty for slinging the quarterback to the ground like that. This has just been way too many times this year where Mike Vick has needed assistance to get off the field.
And last year here in Tampa, in a 27-0 loss, he was knocked out of the game.
Had an injury to the hamstring this year, to the knee, to the ribs.
John Gruden, and there's Matt Schaub, the Falcons backup. John Gruden loves Michael Vick. He refers to him as Starship 7. He says, if I coached Michael Vick, I would change my entire offensive scheme.
Well, I don't think he's going to get that opportunity, but this is the third time now in a row against the Bucs that they've taken Mike Vick out of the game for at least a play.
Mark Jones on the return for the Bucs. And Jones tackled from behind at the 25-yard line by Michael Boley. Vick looking to walk it off on the sidelines. Dexter Jackson with his first sack of the season.
Hi, I'm John Madden. This is a special time of year when families gather together to sit on a couch, not talk, and watch football. Good times. And now those moments don't have to end with the game because there's VCast from Verizon Wireless. You can watch me preview all the action anytime you want. Isn't that what the holidays are all about?
Verizon Wireless is the only network with VCast. Watch broadband quality sports clips and the Madden Report. And now get a cool LG 8100 for just $99.99. Only from Verizon Wireless.
The country just got smaller. Southwest has lowered fares on our long-distance flights. See how we're taking low fares farther at southwest.com.
You are now free to move about the country.
That's not Santa. That's 50 million jolly customers who know their financial stockings are stuffed. Insurance, loans, retirement. AIG.
We are told Michael Vick is all right and will return on the Falcons' next possession.
Either way, he's been hit too many times here today, but that's a credit to Tampa Bay's defense.
And now Chris Sims and the Bucs start from their own 25. Penalty marker as Sims finally gets rid of it to Galloway. And he takes it out to the 35.
Holding, number 67 offense. 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Well, this is what Chris Sims has to work with. Watch the route, the distance of the routes here. Nobody is going to run a route deeper than 5 yards. There's Allstott and Cadillac Williams right there. And here on the other side, 5-yard stop routes. I mean, John Gruden right now has no confidence in his offensive line. And it's demonstrated by those routes that he ran on first down. And then on top of that, your right tackle just gets a holding call.
So the Bucs backed up 10 yards. All the way to the 15. Sims near side, Allstott. And Allstott bounced off the first tackle attempt and gains 11, setting up second down and 9.
But I think, when John Gruden is talking about putting this offense together, that's what they have to address in the offseason, is they have to get better offensive line. They got to get guys that can hold up one-on-one in pass protection against the league's best players, like a Kearney and a Rod Coleman, and then guys that can drive people off the football. I mean, that's what they have to look for here in the next stage, because they've got plenty of talent on the outside and at running back.
On 2nd and 9, it's Cadillac Williams. And Williams out across the 30. Gain of 4. Patrick Kearney made the tackle. It will be 3rd down and 4. Remember, tomorrow, the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. And we will have it for you on Fox, starting with the pregame show at 4:30 Eastern. Bears can clinch the NFC North with a victory over their arch rivals.
Kenny, after all the gift giving tomorrow, I mean, I am going to be right there in the middle of the couch, just enjoying every moment of that game.
I had no doubt.
Yeah.
Sims over the middle, and the Bucs pick up the first down as the catch is made by the tight end, Anthony Becht, for a gain of 17. And for Becht, it's his first catch today, his first reception in the last 4 games.
Well, Chris Sims does a good job. I mean, he's been hurried all day long, but now, when he was given time, he's able to find the open receiver. And that's a credit to Chris Sims' toughness, a guy that has been chased, battered, hit, sacked, that he hasn't been flustered yet. Good play action here.
Off the play fake to Cadillac. Sims rolling left. Under pressure. Penalty flag as he throws it away. He was being chased by the rookie out of Iowa, Jonathan Babineau.
Holding, number 71 offense. 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
That was a one receiver route that time to Joey Galloway. All play action, max protection. Try to get the ball down the field to him. See, just a zone. Jason Webster on the outside. You see Anton Edwards on the inside. Kenyatta Walker just coming out of the game right now. He's been banged up, so Todd Stussy at right tackle.
Now 1st and 20 following the penalty. Sims able to get rid of it. And that's only the 3rd catch today for Joey Galloway, who was held without a catch in Atlanta last month.
John Gruden has had an amazing history working with older wide receivers. I mean, Galloway didn't catch a pass in the first game. They didn't really have the ball that often. And all the receivers say the same thing after coming to work with John Gruden. They all say, I wish I would have had him sooner in my career. I wish I could have learned from John much earlier, because I've learned so much.
2nd and 14. Sims to Galloway. And Joey Galloway has the first down. When he was picked by Seattle in the first round, the Eagles had the pick just before Seattle. They selected Mike Mamula, and Galloway always reminds Gruden, I could have been with you 10 years earlier had the Eagles made a different selection.
Probably been up the charts in the record books a whole lot more, too. That time, good job of protection. A lot of help from Mike Allstott in protecting that time, allowed that route to develop.
A 21-yard completion from Sims to Galloway. So the Bucs are in Falcons territory. 10.5 remaining, 4th quarter. Williams. Good push down to the 31. Gain of 5, finally brought down by Boley.
Really a pretty good job all the way around by, I think, Atlanta's defense on Cadillac today. See, they're shuffling linemen in and out right now, trying to keep them fresh in the 4th quarter. Week 16, fatigue, guys being held by chicken wire, by by Scotch tape right now, just trying to hold it together. Tampa Bay 85 yards rushing. Pretty good day so far for Atlanta's defense here.
Are you fresh?
Oh, believe me, I got a playoff run in me.
Off the play fake. Bobbled and caught, and then dropped by Smith. Incomplete. Alex Smith thought about running before he had possession. He was hit by Chauncey Davis.
Look at this, Kenny. I mean, everybody is slow getting up. Everybody's nicked up at this point. I mean, it happens every year. I mean, who's got something left in the tank? Who's got? You always talk about you got to will it. You got to want it. All those things that Lombardi said, they're all true. And everybody right now is exhausted. Everybody's got a nick here and being carted off the field. Everybody needs a little splash of water right here.
You played for Tom Landry. What would his message be in a game like this?
I think he would just say that you've got to, I mean, he was play to play. Just keep playing as hard as you can each play. And when you keep playing hard, every play, forget about the score, good things happen to your football team. Effort always translates into good things.
Vic waiting for another chance. His Falcons lead by 3.
Vic said that his favorite gift as a kid growing up was Nintendo. And now all he wants is a victory in the NFL here in Week 16.
And a chance in the playoffs. 3rd down and 5. Pittman. And he's tackled short of a first down by DeMario Williams.
Now this is going to be about a 50-yard attempt for Matt Bryant.
His career long is 47. Line of scrimmage, the 32.
You'd like to get the ball a little bit further down the field, Kenny, on 3rd down to make this a little bit more makeable.
He's attempted only one 50-yarder this year. It was from 52 yards out. Remember, Bryant kicked the game winner in Atlanta last month from 45, and this will be a 50-yard attempt. Bidwell, the holder. Remember, his career long, 47. Ball placed down by Bidwell, and the kick by Bryant is good. A career long 50-yard field goal for the former Arena League star, NFL Europe star. He spent some time with the Giants, the Colts, and the Dolphins. And now for John Gruden's Bucks, Bryant ties this game at 17.
For last-minute savings on the hottest toys, it's your neighborhood Radio Shack. Hurry in now for exclusive gift values like these. Our huge 1/6-scale radio-controlled Hot Rod 69 Chevy Camaro is now half price, just $49.99. Our fun NASCAR Turbo Challenge racing set is just $9.99. That's half price. And our Zip Zaps Micro RC starter kits make great stocking stuffers. They're also half price. This holiday season, don't just get a gift, get the right gift at Radio Shack. Now open later.
When the pavement ends, so do the excuses. The 2006 Chevy Silverado Z71 has an off-road tuned suspension. And unlike Ford or Dodge, an automatic rear locker that lets you grip and go where others might think twice.
Now more than ever, the world needs love.
Now get an 06 Silverado half-ton extended cab four-wheel drive Z71 for a red tag price starting under $27,300 after cash back. See your local Chevy dealer.
Now more than ever.
Join the team this holiday season. Make a difference in your community. Give thanks. Give back.
Fox tonight. Eddie Murphy's in the holiday spirit. What are you drinking?
Gatorade.
Gatorade make wine now? Dr. Dolittle 2 at 8/7 Central tonight on Fox.
This Fox NFL special is sponsored by Chevrolet, an American Revolution.
Back in Tampa, a 9-play, 43-yard drive. Chris Sims, 5 of 6, 54 yards on the drive.
John Gruden, a little bit of instruction. He calls Chris Sims his robot, that he has to basically program the robot every week. It's an exhausting exercise, but when he has a drive like that, it all pays itself off.
DeAndre Cobb on the return. And Gruden has had great success with robots named Gannon and Johnson
and Grease
in the past. Yes. 14-yard return. Tempers flare.
Well, that's not smart. Fred McCrary just threw a punch right there at the kicker, Matt Bryant. No flag so far. Maybe they can get this all sorted out without that.
It's the NFC South. Whenever
guys are laughing at Fred McCrary taking a two-hand shiver to the kicker. Matt Bryant picking on our kicker.
Whenever these teams get together, you can expect some of this stuff.
It's got the crowd on its feet, though, I'll tell you that.
Bryant showing his toughness.
Yeah. Of course, this Tampa Bay City here, of course, they won the last Stanley Cup, the Lightning. That was almost like a little fight on the ice. That gets that sport all jacked up. There's a holiday spirit out here right now.
Michael Vick back in. Falcons start from the 21. TJ Duckett up the gut. Chris Hovan, the first Buck, in on the tackle, a gain of just 2.
I think Chris Hovan has been a good addition to this Buck team. Of course, he was in Minnesota for a long time, and he was a 3 technique. He was a pass rusher. He was like a Warren Sapp up there. He's come down here, and he's the nose tackle. He anchors the middle of that defense line. He's no longer a glory guy. He doesn't have any sacks this year, but he's done a great job of tying up 2 blockers each play, why they've been so good on defense this year.
Second down and 8. Duckett remains in the backfield and takes the handoff from Vick. And TJ Duckett has a first down, his best run today. Out to the 32, he picks up 9.
Now that time they ran right at Chris Hovan, and that's what they want to do with TJ Duckett. They think if they try to run him out to the outside, there's too much speed here. But they run right up the middle here, get the defense flowing, let him make one cut to the backside.
Shelton Quarles has come out of the game, replaced by rookie Barrett Roode at middle linebacker. From the 32 on first down. Vick fires. Roddy White up at the 46. Incomplete.
Why is it every time Roddy White attempts to catch a ball, there seems to be controversy about it? Catch, no catch. Did he possess it? Yeah, I think he took that one off the hop.
Looks to be the right call.
A little bit too low there.
So now 2nd and 10 from the 32. Fans on their feet here in Tampa, midway through the 4th quarter. Vick hands it off to Duckett. And Duckett gains 3 out to the 35, setting up 3rd down and 7 as we check in with James Brown.
Hey, Kenny, Washington, as you know, controls its own postseason destiny. Clinton Portis, 19 yards of his 85 rushing yards on this touchdown run here. Washington expands the lead over the Giants 35-20, 12:35 left in regulation. Back to Kenny Albert and Terry Bradshaw's newest best friend, Brian Baldwin.
All right, JB, Portis with a pair of touchdowns. Redskins, as JB mentioned, control their own destiny if they win their last 2 games. Here's Vick on 3rd down, looking for the marker, and he's involved in a collision with Rondé Barber. He is close to the first.
He's very close, and he went for it, too. I mean, that's the effort that you expect a team desperately trying to get to the postseason and get a win.
Still refreshing football fans.
A gain of 9.5.
When Oprah Winfrey, Paul Newman, and
because as soon as you start making those types of moves.
He did.
Great effort.
Just enough.
Yeah, and Lonnie Kiffer not sure about that spot, but Mike brought the effort that time. He got that Superman tattoo on his right hand, and that little Superman performance right there of giving up the body and giving it everything you have to get that first down and hold on to the ball.
A huge play with 6.5 remaining. First and 10 from the 42. Rolling left. And the catch is made in Bucs territory by Roddy White. No question about this one at the Tampa Bay 45.
Watch the fake right here of Mike Vick. Faking the run to Warrick Dunn. And watch the defense just fly on the fake. Watch everybody.
James. Gain of 5. Let's go to JB for a game break.
Hey, Joe Buck, as you well know, Washington controls its own postseason.
And make Vick throw the ball on the run like that.
Under 6 minutes to play. Duckett and McCrary in the backfield. From the 45, it's Duckett. Gaining 2 down to the 43-yard line.
What Atlanta would love to do is to just run this clock and run the ball and melt and shorten this game right here. And their best offensive line, Keenan Forney, a guy I thought that should have had Pro Bowl recognition this year, down right now. He's had a bad neck coming into today's game.
Third touchdown catch of the season for Ricky Prohl. That one from 35 yards out. The lead is 3.
You know, Joe, how many times do we see Ricky Prohl? I mean, not a guy they use a great deal, but it seems like whenever they need a big play, if it's not Steve Smith, it's Ricky Prohl. Now, Steve Smith not in the ball game, and Ricky Prohl, a guy they need to step up.
Okay, Lindsay, this is the last big one before Torino. You can do this. Don't look at them, look at me. Picture yourself alone on the mountain. Imagine yourself on the medal stand. No one can touch you. Try to imagine your Visa check card just got stolen.
I'm good.
Relax. If your Visa check card's lost or stolen, you're not liable for fraudulent charges, and all that money will be put back. Signed with a safe, secure Visa check card.
This holiday season, American Idol honors those who have the dream to be a star.
Sing.
Thank you.
Sing a song.
Need you back.
Sing out loud. Sing out strong.
What a horrible voice.
Don't worry that it's not good enough for anyone else to sing. Just sing.
Baby, don't you know that you're everything?
Thompson trying to turn in a good return. Thompson is out across the 40.
17th on Fox.
That's a neck stinger that Keenan Forney suffered. Just basically a bolt of electricity that comes out of the side of your neck all the way down to the numbness of your fingers here. You'll see, I mean, not much right here in the picture. But he had some neck stingers last week against Chicago, and so now Atlanta has to adjust the whole offensive line. Todd Weiner goes to right guard from right tackle, and Barry Stokes goes in at right tackle. Austin King in at left guard. Basically 3 new players at different positions here in the fourth quarter.
Carolina with a 3-point lead on Dallas with just over 2 minutes remaining. 2nd and 8. Vick in trouble. Got rid of it, and a shoestring catch is made by Brian Finneran inside the 40. And Simeon Rice involved after the play.
Crazy play by Simeon Rice.
Flag thrown on Rice.
I mean, there's going to be a personal foul against Simeon Rice here.
Unsportsmanlike against the offense and defense. We're going to offset the penalty. 3rd down.
Sometimes they only catch the end of the play, but let's watch the whole thing and how this happened. Simeon Rice working against Barry Stokes here. Watch Todd Weiner come over. I don't know what Todd Weiner did. I mean, that was all Simeon Rice there at that point. I don't think that should have been offsetting penalties. Todd Weiner was just double teaming Simeon Rice there, and then he just picked him up and just body slammed him.
Offsetting penalties. Setting up 3rd down and 3. Falcons have to get to the 35. Vick going deep and going up and making the incredible catch is Michael Jenkins. Whew. A spectacular catch by Jenkins, and it's good for 36 yards.
That was another huck or a perfect throw and a great catch. Got 1-on-1 on the outside, working against Rondé Barber, their Pro Bowl corner, and he took that ball right away from Rondé.
Bucs now call timeout. The Falcons were hurrying up to the line to try and get the next play off so that Tampa would not be able to challenge that catch, and now Gruden calls a timeout to give himself some more time.
A great height advantage by Jenkins. Takes the ball over the head there of Rondé Barber. Can't tell anything from that angle if that ball hit the ground or not. Remember, you need indisputable evidence here. A shot in one of these pictures, one of these replays that shows the ball not being possessed.
Officially a 37-yard pass play from Vick to the Tampa native Michael Jenkins.
4th catch for Michael Jenkins today. Has one of Mike Vick's 2 touchdown catches on the day. Falcons lining up like this thing is over.
And Gruden decides not to challenge after his coaches upstairs had some more looks at the play.
That was the right decision.
So a 1st and goal from the Tampa Bay 3. Duckett. Touchdown Falcons. T.J. Duckett into the end zone, giving Atlanta the lead with 4:18 remaining.
Great drive that time by the Falcons. Really mixed it up well, the run and the pass, the big play to Jenkins. Duckett on the scoreboard, playing a big role here in the 4th quarter.
Todd Peterson for the extra point. The Falcons lead is 7 with 4:18 remaining. 8th touchdown of the season for T.J. Duckett.
How about this power running right here? Right behind Fred McCrary, the fullback. Duckett never stops the legs from going, and that's with 3 backup offensive linemen in there right now. You got people questioning whether the Falcons can still run the ball if they're still. That's the foundation of what they do here. They run the football. If you think that there's a battle on the field, Rich McKay, former general manager right here of these Bucs, now with the Atlanta Falcons, they're still. You could call some bad blood there between John Gruden and Rich McKay. In fact, I saw Rich McKay this morning. His son's name is John, after his father, John McKay. They were going out for a father and son jog this morning. Get themselves a workout in here before today. Real testimony, though, I think, to the Falcons and their best rushing attack in the league this year, that Duckett's in there for Dunn. Backup offensive lineman in here. Your right tackle playing right guard. The system doesn't change. What they do works.
So the Bucs, who beat the Falcons in Atlanta by 3 last month, trailing at home by 7. Shepard on the return. And Shepard is brought down at the 35-yard line by Ike Reese. 30 yards on the return. The Chicago Bears And the Green Bay Packers will get together on Fox tomorrow, Christmas Day. It all begins at 3:30 Eastern with the shuffle to the Super Bowl, the story of the 1985 Bears.
Well, former Buck linebacker coach Lovie Smith, now the head coach in Chicago, has rebuilt that team, and that city is completely behind.
Sims gets rid of it, incomplete. Deflects away from Cadillac. The Bears keeping a close eye on this game because they will clinch a playoff berth with a Tampa Bay Buccaneers loss. If the Bucs lose this game, the Bears will clinch a playoff berth. They can clinch their division with a victory tomorrow over Green Bay.
Yeah, and I think that even if they clinch here today because of what could happen in this game, that it's not going to affect anything about how hard Chicago plays that game tomorrow. That is the oldest rivalry in football, the Bears and the Packers.
Here's Sims on 2nd and 10. And the Bucs pick up the first down out at the 48-yard line as the pass is caught by Galloway for a gain of 14.
Sims has a lot of poise. You can't teach that either. I mean, he's been hit today. He's been hurried, but yet he doesn't flinch. He's calm in the pocket right here. This is a game they know they have to take this ball down and score here, and they have done this season in comebacks.
Here's Cadillac. Big hole, another Bucs first down.
Okay, something about young running backs, and all running backs in general. You're at home, you're a running back in high school, you're watching Cadillac run. He knows how to finish runs. I mean, he gets the ball right here, he makes the cut, you see his talent right here, makes people miss. But watch him at the end of the run. He doesn't go backwards, he goes down going forward and gaining extra yards. It's a sign of a great running back that they finish their runs.
Cadillac gained 14 on that run from the 37. Complete to the tight end Smith, tackled by Edwards, gain of 5.
I tell you, Chris Sims has adapted right now over the last series and now this series to just a short passing game. Getting rid of the ball quickly. You see the Falcons constantly bringing in new personnel right here, trying to stay fresh late in the season, late in the fourth quarter right here, trying to be able to mount some pressure on Chris Sims.
He mentioned Sims led the Bucs to back-to-back last-minute victories. 1-point win over Washington, 3-point win in Atlanta. They trail by 7 here as Cadillac takes it inside the 30 to the 29, gain of 2. Cadillac now 5 yards shy of 100. In this game, he went over 1,000 yards for the season earlier today. 2-minute warning, Falcons by 7.
Citizen. This Fox NFL special is sponsored by the new Sprint, the official telecommunications service sponsor of the NFL.
What's going on? We don't know how many converters we have in stock. We don't know where our trucks are, and no one knows where Mackler is.
6,000 converters? Trucks are at I-4, exit 9. Mackler, where are you?
In the airport.
Get a Nextel walkie-talkie phone for $24.99 and connect with over 17 million people. Nextel is available at Sprint or Nextel stores. Sprint together with Nextel.
Big, bad, real trucks. Hello, Max. Introducing the 345 horsepower Silverado Vortec Max. Max as in more. More towing capacity than any half-ton truck.
Now more than ever, the world is love.
Get a Silverado extended cab 4-wheel drive with the available Vortec Max Performance Package for a red tag price starting under $28.5 after cash back. See your local Chevy dealer.
Now more than ever.
Citizen Echo Drive watches. Unstoppable.
Any realistic hope with the Dallas Cowboys making it to the playoffs could hinge on this call. The question
in the beer of full flavor.
Get any piece of that ball on the way, and is there indisputable evidence to overturn the call on the field? We're going to get the call right now.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. First down, Dallas.
So because Pepper
And I want to say happy holidays to my family in Atlanta and my family in Savannah and all my people representing Zone 3.
And I want to say thanks to all the troops over there that are sacrificing their holidays and everything else to help us to fight that worldwide invasion of terrorism.
Huge play coming up for the Bucs. 3rd down and 2. And the handoff to Cadillac Williams. And he picks up the 1st down to the Falcons 25. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining.
Mike Vick looking on, thinking if he's done enough today. If 24 points is enough to keep their playoff hopes alive.
From the Falcons 25. Sims over the top. And it's taken down to the 15 by Cadillac.
Right now, Chris Sims is doing a great job of just right here, taking what the defense gives him. Just keeps moving. Here's the 4th quarter comebacks that you talked about here, Kenny. Against the Redskins, against the Falcons a month ago.
Can he do it again here today?
Drive started at their own 35-yard line. Come 50 yards here in a short period of time.
Under a minute remaining. From the Atlanta 15. Sims over the top, and was deflected and falls incomplete. Well, Marion Barber has given Dallas the lead. 24 seconds remaining in Carolina. And that is huge news for both John Gruden and Jim Mora.
Yeah, keep all of their playoff hopes alive and a chance to win the division alive.
2nd and 10. Oh, incomplete. Oh, Hilliard unable to hang on.
I think everybody heard that doink right there because he might have scored had he held on to that football. There was nobody around Ike Hilliard. Beautiful throw by Sims. Brian Scott coming up, but that would have gotten the ball inside the 5-yard line there.
Now 3rd and 10. 3 wide receivers. 39 seconds remaining. Sims' pass is caught by Galloway. Down at the 5-yard line, but
got the
looks to be just shy of a 1st down, so it'll be a 4th down and inches as the Bucs call timeout.
Well, here's the thing here, Kenny. They can run this ball, get themselves, and if they can get the 1st down, they can call a timeout, have just under 30 seconds to go.
We welcome in a new audience. This game, here's a call.
After review, the receiver controlled the ball in the field of play.
Bucs have 1 timeout remaining, 31 seconds. A 4th and inches coming up from just outside the 5.
This is a playoff game, isn't it? I mean, it has all the drama of a postseason game. Everybody fighting like one, the intensity of one, right down here to the wire. This is normally, with 4th and inches, time for Allstott to be in the game.
He's in the backfield along with Cadillac.
Yeah. I'd give this ball to Cadillac, let Allstott be my lead blocker, get the 1st down and call timeout.
4th and inches, it's Cadillac.
Or
running left, and he is in for the touchdown.
Wow. What a call. What an execution. By Sims, by Cadillac, by Gruden. Mike's like, it ain't enough. That is some addition to this football team and to the league. Cadillac Williams.
Do you think Gruden had any thoughts of going for 2 like he did against Washington?
No, not right now.
Matt Bryant, who kicked that 50-yard field goal earlier in this quarter. Bad snap and good recovery by the holder Bidwell. With 25 seconds remaining in regulation, we are tied at 24.
Watch Cadillac. Watch the vision here at Cadillac. Come to a jump stop and take the speed to the outside. He saw that thing open up from the moment he touched the football. Just a walk. A nice walk in a Christmas wonderland.
35 yards on that drive for Cadillac Williams on 6 carries.
But the whole drive by Chris Sims. I mean, they had to go 65 yards, and they could have nothing short of a touchdown. I love it. Kid's name is Carnell Williams, but they've been calling him the Cadillac, and he is a Cadillac. I mean, he is a luxury vehicle. Kenny, 25 seconds left. You ready for a little overtime here today? A little bonus period?
25 seconds away. Now, I should point out, Dallas taking the lead. Good for Atlanta as far as the division goes. Bad for Atlanta as far as tiebreakers for the wild card, because a Dallas win and an Atlanta loss, and the Falcons are eliminated from playoff contention. So the Falcons with mixed feelings regarding that Dallas-Carolina game.
They're still aiming to win this football game here, and you keep winning in this league, things kind of take care of themselves.
Kickoff taken at the 7 by Cobb. And DeAndre knocked out of bounds, shy of the 30. Falcons have 2 timeouts remaining following the 11-play, 65-yard drive by the Bucs.
He's still celebrating, isn't he? He's still excited. Got the car in gear.
Cadillac has scored 6 touchdowns this season, Brian. 4 have come in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Well, you know, like all good backs, they get their yards, they get that extra juice. I mean, all week long, John Gruden was talking about juice, and he brings the juice to this team and to this stadium.
Falcons will let the clock run out and take this one into overtime.
The Buck fans are booing the Falcon decision. They want Vic to go out there and try to win it and maybe get a turnover.
Now, Dallas has beaten Carolina, which means the Falcons have to win to stay alive.
Okay.
In the playoff race.
Well, they need to stay alive anyways. I mean, they just need to win this game.
But if they lose, they're out. There's no chance. Because Dallas won.
But I think they came here today knowing they have to win to stay alive. And all the mathematic formulas in the world, they weren't going to pay attention to them. They came here to win today.
So, you know, it's amazing. If the Falcons win this game in overtime, they can still win the division.
Yeah.
If they win next week and New Orleans beats Tampa. But if they lose, they're out.
Right. Well, that's the suddenness of it. And, you know, like we said, this is a playoff game. In the playoff,
all right, Captains, there's going to be a
playoffs,
sudden death
overtime
overtime period played of up to 15 minutes. The first team that scores will win the game. If neither team scores, the game will be recorded as a tie. Fourth quarter timing rules will be in effect. All replays will be by the replay booth. Each team gets 2 charged timeouts. Any questions? Okay, Atlanta, you are the visitors. You get the call. Tail and a head. What's your call?
Heads.
Heads is the call. Tails. You won the toss. You want to kick in that direction? Tampa Bay has won the toss and will receive. Good luck, gentlemen.
Buccaneers will receive the overtime kickoff. Falcons need a win to stay alive.
The country just got smaller. Southwest has lowered fares on our long-distance flights. See how we're taking low fares farther at southwest.com.
You are now free to move about the country.
The Chevy Red Tag event is here. Get low prices this season on most Chevy trucks. Check out the 2006 Chevy Silverado half-ton with better fuel economy than a Ford half-ton. Get a Silverado half-ton two-wheel drive regular cab work truck for the Red Tag price of under $14,700 after cash back. The Chevy Red Tag event. See red, save green. See your local Chevy dealers.
Sudden death overtime coming up here in Tampa. Buccaneers won the toss. Each team with 2 timeouts. All replays initiated from the replay booth. And again, because Dallas has beaten Carolina, the Falcons eliminated from playoff contention if they lose in overtime. This will be the 13th overtime game in the NFL this season.
Matt Bryant with the 50-yard field goal to his resume today, out there during the coin toss, taking a few kicks. Last time these two teams met in Atlanta a month ago, it was decided by a field goal kick, 30-27. This is good holiday drama right here. I mean, everybody in here in Raymond James is on their feet. They're juiced.
First overtime game this season for both the Bucs and the Falcons. From the goal line, Edel Shepard. And Shepard lost the football. Shepard fumbled the overtime kickoff. No signal yet.
Boy, Jim Moore is right in the middle of that huddle, too. He wants to kick the winning field goal and get out of here.
Officials trying to get to the bottom of the pile. It's Falcons football.
Wow. Boy, Ronnie Hurd put the hit on Edel Shepard and recovered the fumble. Forced the fumble and recovered it.
So Ronnie Hurd, who played for Jim Moore when he was coordinator in San Francisco, with a huge play here in overtime, forces the fumble, recovers the fumble, and the Falcons have the football at the Bucs 18.
Kenny, I would go and put my field goal team out there right now and kick it and not even take a snap. I wouldn't risk anything that can go wrong on offense at this point.
First and 10 Falcons on the Bucs 18.
They might just run T.J. Duckett to the middle of the field and then kick it here.
Here's Duckett. Let me tell you something about Todd Peterson, the Falcons field goal kicker. He is the only kicker in league history that has kicked a field goal in overtime for 4 different teams.
Ooh. Including
not including the Falcons.
This could be the 15 then.
Yeah, it's his first year with Atlanta. So Peterson has had great success. He's also missed 4 overtime field goals. But we won't talk about that.
Still think they should just line up and kick it.
2nd and 8 from the 16. Here's Duckett. Duckett down to the 10.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Jim Moore, I think this is about as close as he wants to get. Not bad decision. Not bad right there. Picked up about 9 more yards of offense. 9 yards closer to this field goal attempt.
So Peterson out to attempt a 28-yard field goal for the win to keep the Falcons' playoff hopes alive.
Timeout, Tampa Bay. That's their first charge. Timeout.
So the Falcons lost the coin toss. Edel Shepard fumbled the overtime kickoff. And the Atlanta Falcons about to attempt a 28-yard field goal to keep their playoff hopes alive. If the Buccaneers win this game, the Falcons are eliminated from playoff contention. If Peterson hits this field goal, the Falcons remain alive and can still win the division.
Well, here's the play. Ronnie Hurd right here. Played with Jim Moore in San Francisco, now a starting safety. basically a safety on the field, on the coverage team right there. Makes the hit, and once he knows the ball is out, has the presence of mind of getting on that football right away.
So here we go, 28-yard attempt. Schaub the holder. Peterson looking to kick a field goal in overtime for a record 5th NFL team. Peterson's kick is blocked. The kick was blocked in overtime, and it's returned out to the 31.
What a swing of emotion. Fans that were out the door here in Raymond James are now running back in, and they stacked the middle here. Look at all the hands up in the air there.
Looked like Dwayne White got a piece of it, number 90.
The left hand got the hand on the ball.
So now the Buccaneers go to work from their own 31 in overtime. Given a second chance. Cadillac Williams with a burst out to the 42, 11 yards. A Bucs first down.
Who can figure out this division? Who can figure out the NFC South? There are no guarantees. Right now, John Gruden's offense took the ball down the field on the last drive, was able to score a touchdown to knot it up, to send it to overtime. Cadillac is running great.
Cadillac out to the 49.
That kid has so much energy. You can feel it. He can feel his energy, and the whole crowd and the team can too. You almost feel like he's ready to break one.
Now let's talk about the Bucs. Should they win this game, they still have a chance to win the division. Carolina lost today. Carolina will play Atlanta next week. First kicker in league history to miss 5 field goals in overtime. So he has records on both ends of the overtime spectrum.
It's dubious.
2nd and 2. Cadillac. And by the way, for Peterson, that was only his 2nd missed field goal all season. He had been close to perfect.
Well, he's got a chip shot attempt here. But really, look at Tampa Bay. Coming up the middle right here. And Dwayne White, backup defensive lineman right here, gets the left hand up and times it perfectly. Looked like there was a low kick, too. Didn't look like he got great trajectory.
And there's Matt Bryant wondering if he will get an opportunity here in overtime. Michael Pittman hurdles down to the 41.
Tampa Bay's offensive line really maligned all day, but they got it together in the final drive to tie it up, and now controlling the line of scrimmage now. Todd Peterson would love another shot here in overtime. That's what he's saying to himself. Just give me one more shot here at the win. Do your job, defense. Get the ball back, get me in position, and let's win it.
Sims rolling left, directing traffic. Out of bounds at the 39. Now the Bucs cannot even clinch a playoff berth today with a victory. They can tomorrow, depending on what happens in the Viking and Bears games. Because Washington beat the Giants, even with a victory, the Bucs would not clinch today. They would have to wait at least another day or until next week.
Huge 3rd down here. Guy like Rod Coleman going to the Pro Bowl. Great pass rusher. Patrick Kearney at the outside. They want to get after the quarterback here.
3rd down and 5. Bucs have to get to the 34 for a first. Pittman the lone back. 2 tight ends. Sims looking for Galloway. Bobbles it, and then waits the catch. He gathered it in inside the 10-yard line.
Did you see him look down to see if the feet were in? It's like he stopped, frozen in his tracks, squeezing the ball. Just the work of a long-time professional right here. Watch this. Bobble the ball, boom. Feet, look at that. like a ballet dancer here at the end, up on his toes. Whoop.
A 30-yard pass play from Sims to Galloway. They will take a look at it in the replay booth just to make sure that Galloway did in fact have possession and get both feet in.
I'll tell you, this Chris Sims, when the game is on the line, is mint.
Now while they look at the play, the Bucs have sent out the field goal unit. And Matt Bryant.
All right, it's my time. My time to go to work now. Let me practice my chip shot.
Now remember, Dallas and Washington have both won. Cowboys over the Panthers 24-20. Redskins beat the Giants 35-20. So a Tampa Bay win, and the Falcons will be eliminated from postseason contention after going to the NFC Championship game a year ago. Chris Sims, Brian, in the fourth quarter and overtime, 10 of 14, 123 yards. And for Matt Bryant, a 27-yard attempt. Josh Bidwell, the holder. This is for the win. From the right hash. Low snap. Bryant's kick. It's no good. Wide to the left. And the Falcons get a reprieve.
Nobody wants the division. Nobody wants the postseason. That was a bad snap. Look at this. Look at where this snap ends up. I mean, Dave Moore is here to the snap, and that ball gets put up late, and that's the result. And that's what pressure, playoff pressure, can do to both teams. John Gruden probably wondering, Falcons are off the resuscitator. They've got life.
Well, both teams with an attempt to win it with a field goal in overtime, neither successful. Now the Falcons from the 20. Vick rolling to his right. Looks the other way.
Look at this throw.
And it's caught by Crumpler at the 46, a 26-yard pass play.
There's a Pro Bowl connection right there. They'll be doing that in February. Mike Vick to Al-J. Crumpler. It is never over till it's over. And if I was either one of these teams with the ball, I would not rely on my field goal team, my field goal kicker. I would score. I would think about scoring.
From the 47. 5.5 gone by in overtime. Here's Duckett. Duckett out to the 48, gain of 1. Chris Hoban made the tackle.
Think about the last couple years here in Tampa Bay and what they've gone through. Remember the Carolina game, week 2 years ago. They had 3 kicks blocked, including a potential game-winning extra point. Last year, how many kicks the Grammaticas missed? And missed 8 kicks in a row at one point. I've had to change my tune. I thought, march the kicker out there and go win the game. Now, just leave those guys buried on the sideline. Get the ball into the end zone.
From the 48 on second down, Vick slipped, gets back up, and then is planted by Simeon Rice.
The second time we've seen Vick slip today, setting up from the center, setting up on his drop. He's got to have a clock in his head when he slips, though, knowing that Simeon's coming to this backside here when he bootlegs that way. They've resodded the middle of this field here, Kenny. It's very loose. They've got a college bowl game here the day after New Year's Day, and Vick has slipped in the middle of that new sod a couple of times.
Second sack of the game for Rice. Now third down and 18. Falcons have to get to the Bucs 43 for a first. Vick out to the 45 and is tackled by Derek Brooks after a gain of 7. So now the Falcons will punt.
What's interesting in some of these games?
I mean, it's those guys, when the game's on the line, they've got to get them off the field. They continue to show up.
Mark Jones back deep, awaiting Michael Kanan's punt. Falcons and Bucks in overtime, tied at 24. What a kick, forcing Jones all the way back to the 4. Taken down at the 9-yard line, a 49-yard punt with 7:28 remaining in overtime. In this extra session, Edel Shepard fumbled, recovered by Ronnie Hurd. Falcons took over, and Todd Peterson's short field goal attempt was blocked by Dwayne White. Chris Sims with the big pass play downfield, 30 yards to Joey Galloway. And then a bad snap by Dave Moore. Matt Bryant's attempt wide left. So both teams with a chance to win on a field goal in overtime, and we remain tied at 24.
Well, those 3 big special team plays right there, just in overtime. And how often do you hear it said, you know, that's the third of the game, the special teams. And in this case, they haven't been very special.
And now the Bucs start from their own 9. Cadillac Williams out to the 12-yard line. He picks up 3.
Mike Vick, he was talking about his best Christmas gift ever when he got a Nintendo game, and now he says he doesn't want anything. All he wants is a victory and a chance to get to the postseason here. And tell you what, he's going to have to continue to work for it. Nobody's given any victories out here in the NFC South. This thing may end on Christmas Day.
2nd and 7. Sims dumping it off to Alstott, and Mike Alstott picks up a first down.
Penny, I swear, after that opening fumble in overtime on the kickoff, the fans ran out of here. And now they look back. Somehow they came back from the parking lot, and they came back in their seats because now it's full again.
They were allowed back in?
Well, I guess now they believe in Sims. They gave up the ball. They got it back. Field goals missed.
Here's Cadillac out across the 25. Gain of 6 for Cadillac Williams with only 6 minutes remaining in overtime. There has not been a tie game in the NFL this season.
I don't think Cadillac Williams knows how to get tired. You know, one time this year he carried the ball 37 times against Green Bay, and everybody attacked John Gruden saying, you're going to wear this kid out. You know, he's not going to have anything left for the rest of the season. Well, it looks like he has a lot left here in the rest of the season.
139 yards on the ground today for Cadillac. 2nd down and 4. And Williams picks up the first down. Terrific second effort. Takes it out to the 35. He gains, look at him, 9 more.
He's going to go over there and get himself a little shot of water. He'll be right back in, take the mouthpiece out, just carrying the Falcons on his back. They run this play over and over. It's power. All they do is they pull the right guard, they block Alstott in the middle there, get about 4 blockers to the hole, and let Cadillac just sweat in there.
His season high, 158. He has 148. Today against the Falcons. Here's Michael Pittman giving Cadillac a rest. And Pittman gains 7.
Notice all the runs are to the left. It's over Anthony Davis over there, over Dan Benning. They did the same thing to the Carolina Panthers 2 weeks ago. They love to run left here. Good double team at the point. Alex Smith right here. Got his defensive linebacker right on his back.
2nd and 3. From the 42. 2 tight ends. And here's Pittman. Up the middle, picks up the first down as we approach 4 minutes remaining. You know, we always joke as we come down the stretch and look at the various playoff scenarios. Included in all the scenarios are ties. Well, if this team wins or ties, they're in, or if this team loses or ties, they're out. And we always say to each other, in fact, I think we discussed it last night, do we really have to put ties up on the playoff scenarios? Well, guess what? We're 345 away from a tie.
You're right. You can explain everything with the tie, Kenny. I'll stay out of it.
I'll try my best. Sims to Galloway. The last tie in the NFL involved the Falcons back in 2002. A high-scoring game against the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh, a 34-34 tie in Michael Vick's second season.
Remember that game in Pittsburgh.
The Buccaneers have only had one tie. That was back in 1980, a game against the Green Bay Packers. Second down and 5. Williams. Cadillac down to the 45-yard line. Gain of 2. Bucks still control their own destiny as far as the playoffs are concerned with a victory today. Redskins with a win next week are in. Dallas, Atlanta, Minnesota still alive. Falcons would be eliminated with a loss today, but not a tie.
And the Redskins, the hottest team in the NFC besides Seattle right now with that 4-game win streak.
Seahawks have won 10 in a row. Here's Sims on 3rd and 3. And it's back for a first down. There is a flag. Pass is caught by Galloway. And he gains 7. There is a penalty marker. Clock stops with 2:19 remaining in overtime.
Pass interference, number 88 offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 3rd down.
That's on the tight end, Anthony Becht.
Must have pushed somebody out of his way. Yeah, he pushes Keith Brooking right there in the middle. I mean, there's just so many bodies right there. You're just trying to get through it. Costly penalty, though, to the Bucs.
Please put 2:19. Thank you.
And now you got to start thinking about the clock, Ken. For both sides. You got to kind of hurry things up here a little bit. You want a shot to the end zone, if not a chance for Matt Bryant to redeem himself.
3rd down and 13 for Chris Sims and the Bucs. Pass is caught by Pittman, but Brian Scott is right there to make the tackle. And the Bucs will be forced to punt.
Well, we've seen Chris Sims in a hurry-up offense today being very successful. We may get that chance now for Mike Vick as well.
But first, the 2-minute warning. It's not a common occurrence to reach the 2-minute warning in overtime. That is where we stand. Falcons will get the ball back. Jim Mora on the phone.
Holiday greetings from Budweiser. From our family to yours, we wish you a very safe and happy holiday season.
It's the strongest, most innovative full-size pickup, and the only one to earn both government 5-star and IIHS Best Pick Front Crash ratings.
Jim Mora right here takes his headset off. I've never seen a coach take a cell phone call on the sideline right there during a game. That's Ted Cruz, the PR assistant behind him, that gave him the call. Animated call at that. Believe me, that's not his wife on the other end of the cell phone wondering about his Christmas gift. What's left to be done?
You wonder if Mora is asking somebody about the playoff scenario should this game finish in a tie.
Well, I don't think he should worry about it. I mean, I don't think he's concerned about that. He's just concerned about taking his ball down the field and getting a win right now. 2 timeouts for the Atlanta Falcons here.
Falcons are out with a loss because both Dallas and Washington won. Bucs cannot be eliminated today, even with a loss. Goodwell punting to Jenkins. And it bounces out of bounds right around the 16-yard line. 37-yard punt. And now the Falcons offense will go back to work with 1:52 remaining in overtime in a tie game. 2 timeouts remaining for the Falcons, who will take on Carolina at home next week, while the Bucs will host New Orleans.
And we said at the very beginning of this broadcast that this game was about Mike Vick and playing like Superman and a franchise quarterback. He's played well today. Now he has a chance to finish it.
From the 16 out of the shotgun with 3 receivers. That pass a bit high, intended for Algie Crumpler. Doubleheader weekend on Fox next Sunday. Many of you will see the Panthers and the Falcons. Bears and the Vikings late. Redskins visit the Eagles. Redskins will be in with a victory over Philadelphia. Vick on second down. Takes off. And slides out to the 24-yard line. 2 yards shy of the marker, so it will be a 3rd down and 2.
Got to bounce right back up. They review and practice these situations every week. They shouldn't have to huddle here. They should know what the 3rd down call is, and they burned a lot of time right here unnecessarily.
3rd down and 2 from the 24. 1:15 remaining in overtime. Here's Vick looking for Jenkins, and it's broken up. Broken up by Rondé Barber. So now the Falcons will punt.
That's a bad play there. You're going to get the ball back to Tampa Bay now. And you've got to have a better play in your repertoire on 3rd and 2 than this. Basically, like we said from the very beginning, that was just a huck. And you can't huck it in overtime with your playoff dreams hanging in the balance.
Mark Jones back deep, awaiting Kanan's punt. Good kick by Kanan, taken at the 23 by Jones. And Jones sets up tremendous field position for the Bucs. He takes it back 28 yards to the Atlanta 49 with 54 seconds remaining in overtime. Buccaneers with 1 timeout remaining.
The last time these 2 teams met in Atlanta a month ago, it was back and forth, all the way to the very end. And here it's taken 5 quarters, back and forth to the very end. Fantastic second half by Chris Sims.
Sims and the Bucs start from the Falcons 49. Under a minute to go in overtime. Sims over the middle. It's complete for a 1st down to the tight end, Alex Smith. A 15-yard pass play.
I would just kill this ball right here.
Sims does. Stops the clock with 39 seconds remaining. And when you talk about Matt Bryant, the Bucs field goal kicker, although he missed from 27 earlier in overtime, he also hit a 50-yarder way back in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, but that last miss by him, that was a bad snap. I mean, it was a bad snap. The hold was up late, and so it threw his timing off.
Line of scrimmage, the 34. Allstott and Williams in the backfield. Galloway in motion. Off the play fake. Sims over the middle, complete to Anthony Becht. And the Bucs pick up 10 more yards down to the 24.
And Sims should kill this ball right here. Stop the clock, save the timeout.
Sims stops the clock with 20 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage is the 24.
They're going to kick it right now.
This would be about a 42-yard attempt.
Well, I would try to get a little closer. That seems to be total confusion. Chris Sims now running back out onto the field. It looks like really a lot of confusion here. Field goal team had run out on the field. Dave Moore was out there. Josh Bidwell, the holder, was out there. And now John Gruden is trying to decide, go for another play, and you're going to have to burn their timeout here to do it.
Bucks really confused. Ike Hilliard started to run out. Joey Galloway started to run out from the sidelines.
And now because they had to burn the timeout, Kenny, they basically have to kick the field goal.
Bucks used their last timeout. It'll be a 42-yard attempt for Bryant, who hit from 50 back in the fourth quarter. This tied the game at 17. Each team scored a late touchdown. We went to overtime, tied at 24. And talk about special teams. We've seen it all here in overtime. Adele Shepard of Tampa Bay fumbled the opening kickoff. Todd Peterson had a field goal blocked, and then Matt Bryant, following the bad snap by Dave Moore, missed from 27.
I can't remember the last time I saw Dave Moore with a bad snap. Been in this league a long time, long snap.
Officially a 41-yard attempt. And now a timeout called.
Atlanta.
Jim Moore running down the sidelines. Called that timeout.
30-second timeout.
Remember, if Bryant makes this field goal, the Falcons' playoff hopes will be done.
See Joey Galloway right now. Wide receiver going out to talk to Josh Bidwell. Just telling him. You guys have done this every day of the season. This should be automatic. Just relax out there.
Buccaneers with a chance to get to 10 wins with a victory today. Bryant getting ready to attempt a 41-yard field goal, which would eliminate the Falcons from playoff contention. Arthur Blank, owner of the Falcons, from the left hash. Bidwell, the holder, from 41 yards. The kick by Bryant is good, with 15 seconds remaining in overtime. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers win the game by the score of 27-24. The Falcons' dreams of heading for the postseason have come to an end.
That's a playoff game. That's sudden death right there. That's playoff drama. The agony, the ecstasy, all wrapped up in one.
It took 74 minutes and 45 seconds.
About the only time all day John Gruden didn't express any emotion.
Bryant, the hero. He was the GOAT earlier in the overtime period. So the Falcons, who went to the NFC Championship game last January, lost to the Eagles, like the Eagles, will not go to the playoffs in 2005. The final again in overtime. The Bucks 27, the Falcons 24. The Bucks very much alive in the race for the division title. We'll be right back.
Cholesterol comes from two sources. It's not only from that foot-long Frank, but from your Grandpa Frank. And not just from that Virginia ham, but from your Aunt Ginny, too. Your cholesterol doesn't just come from food. It also has a lot to do with family history. Ask your doctor about Vytorin. A healthy diet is important, but when it's not enough, adding Vytorin can help. Vytorin treats the two sources of cholesterol, food